Hey everybody, this is Strong Style Studios coming at you with a review of ROH Death Before Dishonor 11.
This one goes to 11.
Yep, turn up to 11. One more than PWG's anniversary. I am Justin the Orange Dream, your Strong Style Studios champion.
I'm Alex.
And it's me, Noah.
So,
putting that belt on the fucking ground again.
I don't respect it. I do not respect the belt.
Rudeness.
I will save that belt next show.
Alright, we'll see. So this show, the main focus of this show, there is a world title tournament, which originally had 16 competitors, correct? And whittled down to 4 competitors, which were Tommaso, Ciampa, and Adam Cole, Michael Elgin, and Kevin Steen. So that was kind of we had the semifinal and the final to crown a new ROH champion.
Let's also talk about what ROH did. This wasn't going to be aired live, but Go Fight Live got in touch with them and aired this for free, live, and for the first half it worked, and then the second half took a dump.
Complete dump.
Yeah, we were watching it live, we were very disappointed. So
that's the thing about the show is like, it was great that they gave us it for free, but it ends up looking just as bad for them because it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's just like this running joke.
It was just like, well, nothing's changed, so let's go home.
And Go Fight Live should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah.
Coming, let's check out our new technology.
Yeah.
We're going to have a flawless screen.
Yeah, we guarantee. It's like, well, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You done fucked up, bro.
I guess their definition of guarantee is a little different than mine.
We partially guarantee.
So anyway, the first match of the night pitted Silas Young against Jay Lethal. Alex, what do you think of this opener?
I thought this was very fun. I love Silas Young. I think he is a very, very underrated guy. I think that ROH should be booking this guy more. I like Jay Lethal. And these were just two guys going out there having a good match, getting the crowd going, and it worked. The crowd got into this match pretty well. And just this was just a solid match, nice opener. Good way to start the show.
Noah.
I agree. I thought this was a very fun match. I also wanted to say that I think Silas Young is just criminally underrated. He might be the most underrated guy this year. But that aside, I felt this was a very fun match. Great way to start the show. I mean, nothing blow your doors off, but hey, it's an opener.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
It had spots. It got the crowd going.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I don't think I liked it as much as you guys, and that'll probably reflect in the ratings. I thought this was kind of a below average for an ROH opener. Didn't get like a ton of time. It was kind of just served the purpose of getting the crowd ready, leading into the semifinal title matches. I thought both guys looked good, but I don't know. It was just it is what it is, I guess.
Okay.
It's an opener.
I gave it 3.
Maybe 2.5.
Wow.
I gave it 3 1/4.
Jeez.
All right. Anyway, moving on to the next match, we had our first semifinal match.
This was probably the match of the night, actually.
We had Adam Cole taking on Tommaso Ciampa. Noah, how do you start this off?
I absolutely love this match. And the thing is, the second match of the card, this had no business being this good.
We're always talking about the second match being the worst.
This is the turd of the show, usually, but man.
This was a golden turd.
This was the goose that dropped a golden turd. This was amazing. The thing is, like, they went all out. They really went all out. The powerbomb spot on the outside is nuts.
The fucking knees to the face.
Ciampa he just looks like a surefire main eventer now.
Oh, absolutely.
He just looks great. And of course, Cole. Everybody knows. We've seen him in so many different promotions looking great. Yeah. But this match, man, I don't even know.
This match started out big time huge and just like it just build and build, and then
there's that intensity.
Yeah. It's like Ciampa's like, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna fuck you up doing it. And he proved it, and it's like this was crazy. And then I love the fact that it kind of slowed down and Adam Cole started, working his knee and and just it played into the finish so much. And I don't want to talk about the finish. Can I talk about like where Ciampa was going at him and like his knee gave out, and then Adam Cole like took the opportunity, locked in the figure 4, and like that was the finish. It's like, yeah, like that's awesome because like like that was like the one mess up that Ciampa made, and Cole took advantage and got the win. Yep,
they made Ciampa look very strong here.
I agree.
He brought incredible intensity, and he's improved so much since coming back from injury. It's amazing. And what I liked is there were hints of Adam Cole being a bad guy, but you wouldn't know it watching this match, first. Like later on, once you see what happens at the end of the film, sorry, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about it.
Everyone knows.
Yeah, there were just little hints of it.
Yeah.
And also he kind of won in a way that, I wouldn't say he got lucky, but, you know, it was a way that, you know, still made it look like he's not opportunist, basically.
Like, you know, he was kicking Ciampa in the face and basically knocked him out. The only thing I wish they hadn't done was they did a count, whatever, when he's in the submission, which I always hate. Even if his shoulders are down, they should have just done the dropping the arms 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
That would have been better, I think.
I thought this match was exciting too. Ciampa got the crowd behind him. He's looking like a star. This was basically like a star. If it wasn't the second match of the show, I'd say this was like a star-making performance. It still might be.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I would say like he's got like the potential to be like the next Joe, like where he's gonna be able to go on a fucking rampage, and you better look out.
I don't know about being Joe, but
okay, well you know what I'm saying though, just like a monster, you know.
He definitely brings a different kind of intensity to every match that a lot of guys just can't do.
I agree.
And it's weird because before his injury, nobody was really that high on him. I mean, we always thought he was good. He was always good to fill out a card and everything, but since he came back, there's this aura around him, and he really brings that big.
Seems like he's hungry.
Oh, he's starving, man. He's going for
love it.
Yeah. Can't wait for a rematch between these two guys.
Yeah. Hopefully for the world title.
Oh, it'll happen.
We could definitely see him being a big-time main event player in the years to come in ROH. And I gave this match 4 stars. Match of the night for me.
4. Big time.
4 stars, definitely.
One of the best ROH matches of the year.
So next we had a rematch from last year's Glory by Honor, correct? Yes. We had Kevin Steen and Michael Elgin going at it in the other semifinal match. I guess I'll talk about this first. I thought this was a good match, but I thought it was a little disappointing because it seemed like, you know, since it wasn't on as big of a stage quite as much as their previous match, it seemed like they did just about everything they could do. Steen's kind of talked about that, not wanting to redo the match because of it. It seemed like it didn't really come close to that. And the main focus of this match wasn't really on having a stellar match. It was more to get the story over that Elgin was just taking so much punishment. Yeah. And still winning.
Yeah. This was the match they had at Glory by Honor was just like a balls-to-wall action. This story was designed to set up that Elgin is wrestling kind of hurt. And they did a good job. Like Steen, I think this is probably one of the better matches where Steen sells because like he sold his shoulder injury very, very well in this match. That's what Ciampa was working over, or Elgin was working over the whole match. Steen was going for Elgin's neck, and just they really played up that like very well. It was a very nice technical wrestling match from both guys, I thought.
Yeah, Noah.
I really enjoyed this match. Like you said, it wasn't the match that we saw before, but I don't know. I guess maybe I went into this match expecting a lot less because I mean the first round matches I didn't expect a lot out of. I mean you got to wrestle 2 matches in a night. That's crazy. But I really enjoyed this match. I would have to agree with most of what Alex said.
I did enjoy the multiple sleeper suplexes.
Yeah, and like it was really cool because like it's like, you know, he tries to go for the package powder, but he can't lift him because of his shoulder, so he had to keep going for the one move he can hit, and that worked his neck. So
yep, and the song neck came into play later on.
Yep, and also the finish was great, even though they kind of stole from a match from Bola. But we didn't know at the time, so it was still awesome.
Okay, so Alex, rating?
3 3/4.
I also went 3 3/4.
I went 3 1/4.
Wow.
I know, I'm going lower on the show.
How dare you rate Steen and Elgin so low?
I'm sorry, I just didn't think it was that great. So next we had the Forever Hooligans taking on the American Wolves for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag. Is that right?
Yes.
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag. All right, Alex, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Well, I think these guys, I think this was the 3rd match these 2 teams have had. You know, 11th anniversary and All-Star Weekend, or All-Star Extravaganza. Sorry. And they showed some good chemistry. They had some nice exchanges. Everything was nice. The problem with this match was way too much time, very slow pace, and that was what kind of killed this match for me. I think was just that they were slow in this match. You know, and it wasn't all this hurt, but like with these guys, like they were wrestling for like 20 minutes, I think, or whatever, maybe more. And it's like they just, they should just get, you know, gone a little bit faster. That said, they built to a very nice finish, and the near falls at the end were very nice, and the finish itself was very good. So, you know, it worked out in the end, but just, you know, they could have had just as good a match, probably a better 15 minutes. You know, they didn't need to go this long.
One of the things I noticed about this match, I thought it was a pretty good match. However, I felt like you know, they've wrestled before this, and they wrestled again, right?
Yeah.
After this.
No, this was the last match they got.
Okay, but the thing about this was that, you know, it's a pretty special occurrence to have a New Japan title. I mean, New Japan title defended in ROH.
I think it was the first time ever.
First time ever, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So I think that I would have hoped they would have done more special stuff. It seemed like both teams did their regular movesets to me.
I agree.
They didn't do anything out of the ordinary, and while their ordinary is pretty darn good, obviously, I thought they could have thrown in a few curveballs in there and new spots we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with most of what both of you guys have said. Good match. I mean, by no means was it a bad match.
No.
Just, it's nothing we haven't seen. The thing is, you said it was slow, and I agree, but I feel like so many of the Hooligans matches are just so fast, and I've always felt like, man, if I could see them use their psychology more, I would really like that. And I thought this was a great opportunity. They had plenty of time. It was a slow-paced match, and still, I just wasn't captivated by it.
Right.
So, disappointing, but still good.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What you give it, Noah?
This was tough. I really did enjoy it. I gave it 3.5.
I went 3.5 as well.
3.25.
Okay.
Okay, so next we had Adam Page.
Well, we had intermission, and we came back.
Well, yeah, that's so important to
I'll give
mention.
that,
you know,
6 stars.
Well, just important to mention, you know, that we had a break, you know.
So we came back with that for R.D. Evans versus Adam Page. Noah, you want to start us off on this?
This match happened.
I guess.
I mean, this was... Honestly, our feed went out when we watched it when I watched it the first time. Our feed went out and then came back on and it was over. It went out at the finish though. So I don't know. This match was so fast and it didn't mean anything and it was pointless.
I think they did this because they knew the stream was messing up. They're just trying to buy time, maybe.
And it showcased Page a little bit. Get his face out there. Usually after intermission, that match suffers anyway, so it's fine to get one out of the way.
Yeah.
But this is definitely not anything anybody's ever gonna be cheering to see.
I give it an NA. Like it was a nothing match. It didn't get any time, so it's like, well, I can't really rate it.
Yeah. I don't like giving NAs if they have a match.
Yeah.
So I would give it.
If they have an ending, I'll give it.
So I give it half star, but I mean, it's not like it was like atrociously bad. It was just like short and not really much into it. So yeah.
I give it a star. I mean. They worked hard for the few minutes they were there, I guess. I mean, it was fine for what it was.
Okay.
Okay, so next we had...
Well, they had the segment.
I don't even watch segments like
that at
the time.
So. Alright, well, Nigel McGuinness came in the ring and welcomed BJ Whitmer out to the ring, and BJ had to...
Okay, yeah, I did watch this, I'm sorry.
Okay. BJ announced that he will be retiring from wrestling due to the neck injury he suffered. Now, this didn't happen just because of the Mike Bennett thing. It's been a long great thing. It got what's the word, like aggravated because of what happened with Mike Bennett. So he announced his retirement, but he got a very nice promo thanking Gabe Sapolsky of all people. I was really surprised by that. You know, it's like, oh boy, you know, must be real then. Thank Liz Thatcher, thank all the guys in the back. You know, very genuine promo. He brought up Jimmy Jacobs, who was in the crowd, and like he's like, Nigel, give Jimmy another chance. He deserves it. You know, Jimmy's one of the hardest working guys. Like, and everyone knows about them as a tag team, and probably one of the greatest feuds in ROH history.
Yeah.
Those two guys, easily one of the best cage matches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, just
awesome,
amazing.
Awesome
cage
match.
So Nigel says, yeah, Jimmy, I'll give you a trial series, 5 matches. You know, and if you, I think, like
if you win 3,
you win 3. You get a title shot at Dearborn, which we're going to. Fingers crossed.
So rematch from last time, Dearborn, possibly.
Awesome. Yeah.
Which was a really good match.
Yes, we'll talk about that later. So he gives him a chance. So Jimmy is going to get his jog back, and I gotta say, very heartfelt promo by BJ Whitmer. Very sad to see him retire, but I think Kevin Kelly said it best on commentary. It's like many people thought BJ would not walk out of Ring of Honor on his own 2 feet, and he has. So it's like, you know, take that as a good thing right there. That BJ is walking away from Ring of Honor and not being carried on a wheelchair.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about this segment because it was really good. You know, that's exactly how you should do a speech of this kind, in my opinion. You know, it was kind of funny and lighthearted at times, but then it was really emotional as well.
Yeah, the Jimmy Jacobs stuff, man, that was fun.
It put over... BJ put over a guy on his way out the door and didn't even have a match with him.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that you never see.
Yeah. That when he was talking about Jimmy Jacob, man, that was really touching, man, because, you know, those guys have had so many great matches together, and, you know it meant a lot for Jimmy, because Jimmy has said very nice things about BJ on some interviews and stuff.
And, you know, I want to mention this, is that BJ Whitmer will never get the credit he deserves for the things he did in ROH.
Oh, yeah.
He did so many great things. I mean, the Jimmy feud, he was integral in the CZW feud.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been there the whole time, and it really is just disappointing and it's disheartening that at this stage in his career he felt he needed to take those risks.
Yeah.
But
He's
unfortunate.
He's kind of one of those guys that always kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people, and it's really a shame because he is a very talented guy.
And a true ROH legend.
Absolutely, sure. Yeah, if there's ever an ROH Hall of Fame, BJ Whitmer deserves to be inducted into that, no question.
Well, actually, I thought it was interesting that his last run in ROH was probably some of my favorite stuff of his.
Yeah.
Because he was consistently, I just appreciate how hard he worked, despite not being as, quite as, good as he was before, maybe. More limited, but he still put on a lot of good matches, put a lot of guys over, made them look good.
Yeah,
and he made guys work.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
He was a true veteran, and he helped make guys better, so, I mean, he did a great job with it.
So thank you, BJ, from Strong Style Studios.
Good luck in all his future endeavors. Not that he's getting fired. That sounded like WWE style.
Good luck. Good luck.
Whatever you do,
enjoy your life. You deserve it.
All right. So next we had the match that former star out of Mexico and Japan, Ricky Marvin, came in, and of course, whenever they bring a guy in, they put him against Roderick Strong.
Mr. ROH.
Yep. So I guess I'll start with this match. This was kind of a weird match because I was pretty excited for it, but it ended up not being what I expected. Really, I was pretty disappointed with this. I think Ricky Marvin might have been hurt.
He
definitely was hurt.
He definitely got hurt.
And so he struggled through most of this match. It was kind of hard to watch near the end because you could tell he wasn't at 100%. And I didn't think, I don't know, it was just kind of an unfortunate situation. I just thought it was kind of sloppy, and a lot of it, all of my criticism kind of came from the fact he was hurt. So
yeah,
okay.
For me personally, I thought this match was going along pretty well. Like at the beginning, they're doing some nice spots, whatever. But then it's like they just kept doing spots. That's all they were doing. It was just there was no real story. There was no real psychology. It was just them doing moves. And then Ricky Marvin got hurt and kind of slowed the match down. But just the worst thing you could one thing I don't like is just a match that just does moves just for doing moves. I think that's really bad. And this was one of those matches that kind of suffered from that, where just guys were just doing shit just to do it, and really had no flow or pace to it. It just felt like a match.
I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you just a little. I thought to start, I really was enjoying it at the beginning.
Yeah.
This felt like a match. The crowd wasn't hot, but if you looked at them, it just felt like they were all watching the match very intently. They wanted to see what was going to happen.
Okay.
And that's how I felt.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I really want to see this match. And I thought it was going along nicely. And it was really unfortunate that Marvin got hurt.
Yeah.
And you could tell that not only was he hurt, but he focused so much on the injury that he got gassed.
Yeah, that's how
I felt like that's what hurt him more than the injury. But I don't know. It's not that I like when guys get injured, but when guys get injured, I like to see what they're going to do with that. How can you make it through this match? What do you got?
Great example of that is Ciampa and Lethal from 2011 when Ciampa tore his ACL and he muscled it, and that was actually one of his best matches at the time.
How about Dennison getting his eye punched out by Morrison?
Jesus Christ.
That's a phenomenal.
Jesus, that's a crazy match.
But the thing is, I felt like Marvin. The match went too long after the injury.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Marvin back though. I think
he's
definitely got a lot of talent.
For sure.
Put him in the ring with a high flyer. That'd be kind of cool, I think.
Yeah.
Also, the finish was kind of botched. Where was Roddy hit the Gibson driver or the sick kick? And
I thought it was a Gibson driver, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, he kicked him.
Well, he did both.
Yeah,
he combo.
He hit the sick kick and then went for the cover, and referee said 2, but Marvin didn't kick out, and then he hit the Gibson driver. So I think maybe Ricky got a little concussed or.
And the other thing with the gas thing, he did look a little larger than normal. It was a little out of shape,
big.
perhaps.
Yeah.
All right, ratings?
2.5.
I also gave this 2.5.
Make that 3 for 3.
All right.
So next we had CNC Wrestle Factories, Caprice Coleman, Cedric Alexander, and Adrenaline Rush, which is Tadarius Thomas and ACH, against the team of reDRagon, Michael Bennett, and Matt Taven.
And the Hoopla Hotties.
The Hoopla Hotties. They weren't in the match.
Well, they were at the ringside.
No.
I was really disappointed with this match. Not that it was terrible or bad by any means. I mean, this was TV quality. It just, with the guys that were in it, I expected a spotty, pick-me-up, very fast-paced, fun match.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it just fell on its ass a little bit.
This felt like a match you put like on television or like a house show to build up to a pay-per-view match between these four guys, like in individual matches. It didn't feel like this is a pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
I agree.
And especially with so many guys in this match who can do impressive spots, there wasn't a lot.
Yeah. They had that nice finisher fest. I thought was kind of cool, like where everyone just hit spot and that was fun. And but like ACH was like the only one that really did like a dive or anything flashy.
Yeah. And no one stood out to me in this match as
I agree.
having a spectacular performance.
Bobby Fish jumping on commentary was pretty funny though.
I personally didn't even care that much for that.
I thought it was funny.
It was fine, but he didn't have anything enlightening to say.
One thing I'll say though, Maria, you are a very good-looking woman. You're pretty good as a manager. You don't belong on commentary though.
God, no.
That really hurt the match. Like, stay off commentary, please. We like you. You're a nice person. Just don't do commentary.
Is she nice? You're making a lot of judgments on character.
I heard she's a very nice person.
Well,
heard from Twitter.
Oh, whatever. Well, people have met her. You know, she's pretty nice, but like, whatever.
Okay, so I gave this 2 1/4. It wasn't like bad, but it wasn't very long, and it wasn't.
It wasn't really much of anything.
Yeah.
I gave it 2.5. I thought it was on par with the last one.
I went 2.5 as well. It's fun.
All right, so then it's time for
the
main event for the vacant ROH title. The vacant's been pretty strong as champion in ROH and WWE.
Yeah.
Right, one of the rising stars in professional wrestling.
Who wrote that one for you?
I came up with that just now.
Really? Impressive.
Yeah. So we had Michael Elgin against Adam Cole. This was the final everyone expected, but what we wanted to see.
Yeah,
frankly.
no problem with this man as the final.
Yeah, they've had matches before. They competed for the Bola, which Adam Cole won that not this year, but last year.
Yes.
So anyway, this was for the vacant ROH title. Alex, why don't you start with this?
This was just a very, very good. First of all, very well wrestled match from both guys.
Yeah.
But the one thing I will say most of all about this match is it had a great story. Elgin sold the neck perfectly. Like there's a great spot where he's going for the classic stalling suplex he does, and he can't do it because of his neck. And he kept selling that neck every move. Like he'd do a move and he'd keep clutching his neck. Cole was working the neck the whole match. Adam Cole, in his heel turn he's been doing in this whole tournament, has been so well done. Just the little things he does, the facial expressions, like the talking to himself, like doing like what do I have to do? Like I'm number one. Like just so well done. Such a great character thing of him, and just they really did a great job. This match though I think suffered because the crowd, I don't know if they're just probably not mic'd or just were burned out from the show or what, just weren't really into it as much. It was almost like Dave Richards and Andy Rich from Final Battle 2011. They were popping for the spots and that's about it. They weren't really into the whole match itself. But this match really did a great job and there were some good spots. I liked the table spot. I thought that was nice. You know, but the spot I loved most of all was Adam Cole breaking out the Panama City Sunrise, the Canadian Destroyer.
First time ever in ROH?
First time ever in ROH, yes. Although I do agree with you, though, it should have been the finish because it was like the first time you ever see this move. But the crowd blew up for it. They thought, that's it, that's it. 1, 2, Elgin kicks out. Cole nearly punches Todd St. Clair. And it's like, right there, that's him snapping. It was like, that was a picture-perfect storyline moment right there. And I was like, that was fucking awesome.
And during that Panama City Destroyer, Elgin took that move perfectly. You can't take it any better than he took it out.
Dude, Elgin,
it was beautiful.
Yeah, he's good at taking that move, man.
And I liked, like you said, what I want to play off what you said is that Cole does so many subtle things. It's not overt stuff that's obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of did the heel turn at the end, obviously. Obviously turned heel.
Yeah.
But, again, you can go back and look at the little things he did and say, oh, I can see signs of this.
Yeah, this was one of the best heel turns I've seen in years.
Yeah,
it was just so subtly done.
You can kind of tell something was off because previous shows he'd been not shaking hands, he was acting pissed off and everything, but you didn't really know that they were going this way with him.
Well, I did.
Okay, sure, you know everything.
But, yeah, the match was great, and can I talk about the after?
Yeah, of course. Go right ahead, yeah.
Okay. I loved how Adam Cole, when he won the match...
Yeah, first of all, won it cleanly. Thank you for doing that. Like, so rarely do you see, like, he's going to turn heel, and he won cleanly, so it's like, thank you for that.
Cleanly with Elgin being hurt.
Yes.
But You got something to say?
No, I'll sit after you're done. Go ahead.
What I loved was that when he won the match, he was like elated, and he looked like a baby face. He was just so happy and relieved that he won. That that heel turn didn't happen right then. He didn't look vindictive or like
I deserve this. Yeah,
he was just like so happy and relieved that he got it. And then later,
Jay Briscoe
comes out, and Jay. This was great too. Jay all disheveled, not wanting to give the belt back.
That was really great. And we forgot about the promo at the beginning of the show,
right?
But whatever. It was just like him saying this is bullshit and whatever. He can hand the belt over.
And so he's thinking it over. He doesn't know, and he finally hands him the belt. And Jay turns around, boom, super kick to the back of the head. Jay sold it like $1 billion. Just amazing sell.
Yeah.
And then Cole attacks Elgin, but this. I just don't think it could have been any better. Just
and perfect. Also Kevin Kelly, like, you know, yelling on commentary, like, what have you done, Adam Cole? Like, it was great. You know, he's doing.
It was almost like Cole won the match, was just so happy, and then it kind of slowly dawned on him, like, this is mine.
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep it.
Yeah. And okay, one thing we forgot to mention was this had probably the best ref bump I've ever seen, which was Elgin has Cole already, and like he lifts him up for the Liger bomb he does, and as he's lifting him, he clips Todd Sinclair, like I think he's got like knocked out of position and like recovering, doesn't see the pinfall that Elgin has, and Elgin's just like, what's going on? Like Todd's like, oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. And it's like,
and it was almost like he hit Sinclair. Sinclair turned the other way, slowly, and by the time he turned around, it was too late to pin. Yeah, to get the pin. It was just wasn't like a ref bump.
Yeah, the referee getting knocked down.
It wasn't like one move, like Cole.
It was so subtle and believable.
Exactly, and like, you know, it was also like it's like, oh, Elgin had the match won, but the referee wasn't there. Like it's like that's nice setup for a eventual rematch. It's just like so many things were done well in this match.
Yeah, the booking was great, and especially the whole kicking Jay Briscoe thing. It's like Jay Briscoe's representative of what ROH is, and now he's the champion, so he's representing ROH. But now he's like pissing all over ROH by kicking Jay Briscoe. Right. I thought that was perfect. Yeah. Perfect guy to have do that.
Yep. One more thing I want to mention that I can't remember right now. So
must have been pretty.
Oh well, it's like okay, like the whole like Adam Cole turning heel thing. Like we either reminds me of last year, Glory by Honor, when we had Elgin and Steen. Like everyone's like, oh, Ry's going to turn on Elgin in this match, and instead of having it during the match, they did it after the match when it was a clean finish. It's like that's a smart thing because don't ruin the match, make the match a standalone thing. And just do the heel turn afterwards, and it doesn't. You know, you still have the same impact.
Exactly. You can, and it creates almost two separate moments.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. So Delirious is still one of my favorite bookers because of this. What'd you give this match?
I gave it 3 3/4. I would have given it 4 if the crowd were maybe a little better. Okay. It was a very good match, and it definitely accomplished everything they wanted to do. Though.
I also gave it 3 3/4, and due to the crowd mainly.
Yeah, I went 4. I thought there was too many good story points.
That's definitely reasonable. I mean,
yeah,
you could definitely make an argument for that. But show ratings, Alex.
I went 8. You know, the first half of the show was great, really, really great, and then after intermission, it just lost a lot of steam. I felt like didn't have those matches deliver that they needed to. And I think it might have killed the crowd a little bit, but then the main event was just such a great storytelling match that it boosted for me. But the first half of the show is amazing.
No.
I'm going to go with an 8 also. I thought, I mean, like you said, the first half going up, I thought this was going to be just like a blow-away, mind-blowing show. But then there was 3 straight matches that just did nothing for me.
Yeah.
And that really hurt the rating. But, I mean, the main event's great, and the first half of the show is really just fun and easy to sit through.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say the show's definitely fun and easy to sit through. I didn't like many of the matches as much as you guys did. I did enjoy the show, though, just because it was very entertaining. And it accomplished a lot of things and set up a lot of great things in the future. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Right. But it set up some stuff that could be pretty freaking awesome down the road.
I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, is that all we got?
That's all we got.
All right, we're Strong Style Studios. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We'll see you later.